My guest today is Jyotika Mehta, affectionately called Jo by friends. A people's person, she's passionate about travel and always ready to assist friends. Family comes first, but she values self time with workouts, hikes, and wineries. A master at balancing work and personal life, she is both strong and sensitive. Welcome, Jyotika.
Thank you, Sanjana.
I'm so glad you're here today.
Yes, I am too.
So excited to talk to you. Whenever we meet and, we generally talk about, what you do. And I always want to ask you, we obviously meet in parties and, get togethers and stuff. But I always want to ask you, like, what made you an entrepreneur? What was your journey like to become an entrepreneur?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. Very few people have asked me about this, and I'm really excited to share it. So basically, I never thought that I'll be an entrepreneur. I never thought I'll be going into the teaching line and opening my schools. It was not something which I decided from the very beginning. So as usual, studying in India, I wanted to get into the corporate line.
Yeah.
So and the very important thing which I want to share with you here, Sanjana, is that I never wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the reason for that was that my mom was a teacher all through. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, absolutely. It's fantastic. But she, being in this profession, coming from India, right? She was a very strict teacher and a very strict mom too.
Okay.
So what happened was, when she was home, she wanted a pin drop silence. Kids should know when to eat, how to sit,
discipline.
don't speak loudly, all those things which she was very particular about. At the same time, my friends' mothers, they were always cool and they were not saying anything to their kids. And I used to say, oh my God, whatever happens, I won't be a teacher anytime. Going forward, few years, when I was looking into my careers, I joined some multinational companies, into finance line, and kept working there. Then I got married, and we moved out of Delhi and moved to Bangalore.
Okay.
And again, I found a great job there, again in a multinational company. But at that point, then I got pregnant and my daughter was born.
Okay.
And I realized that being in a corporate job is really hard, and it will be affecting my kids' childhood.
Yeah.
So I discussed with my husband, and I took a decision that it's okay, I'll leave.
Yeah.
I won't work for some time. And again, the destiny was there. We moved to Singapore.
Okay.
My husband got some job offer there, and we
Okay.
moved to Singapore.
All right.
So it became natural that, okay, I'm not working. I came to Singapore. Again, I conceived. I had twins.
Okay.
And I was very happily, raising my kids. Gave them the best childhood I could, and no regrets at all.
Yeah.
Again, moving forward, that time I realized that in that period, then we moved to USA.
Okay.
My kids were very small, all three of them. We moved to USA, and still exploring, thinking, how can I work? What can I do? Because I've already taken a break, right?
Yeah.
And then, but spending time with kids, doing their activities, managing everything.
Yeah.
Everything came very naturally to me at that time also.
Yeah.
I never got tired of doing activities with the kids as well as taking care of the house.
Yeah.
and I was still enjoying it. And that point I realized and I understood that maybe teaching is what comes actually naturally to me.
Yeah.
And not only teaching, I was ready to take risks. Any opportunity I used to see, I used to discuss with my husband that, this is something we can do, this is something I can do, because I was not a person who was always thinking that, oh, I can't do this. No, I was always a person, I can. I was always saying that I can, though I had never done any business previously. I don't even come from a business background family, but I'm a person, I think, myself, who is ready to move ahead and evolve, yes. And see, the business comes with risks, which most of the people, but especially women, I say, are very afraid of taking those risks.
Yeah.
I want to tell them that, till you don't take some risks, you won't know your abilities.
Yeah.
So that's where I was at that point. And I said that, instead of working in some school or somewhere, I will just do some education about it, of course.
Yeah.
And then ready to start my own business.
Okay.
Yeah, I did volunteer at many, many places
Okay.
to, learn many things which I was there in the schools and I was learning while my kids were growing up.
Yeah.
I was a part of PTAs also, all through my kids' schooling.
All right.
I was taking care of many positions on the PTA committee.
Okay.
And that also gave me a confidence
Okay.
that yes, I can.
Yeah. Interacting with.
I was
Different.
interacting with so many people, even the staff of the primary, elementary schools, of the parents. I was seeing where there is a lack. So that helped me understood where I can step in and help the families in those areas.
Okay. Okay.
And luckily, of course, I will always say my husband was always supportive, because the reason I will say supportive is because the kids are still young, right?
Yeah. You
So
need
if
this support.
I am busy working on something, and initially it can take many long hours, so my husband was always there at home, helping kids, taking them to the classes.
Yeah.
And that was a big support for me. And I feel that helped me become an entrepreneur, what I am today.
Okay. So what you are right now, what I heard from you is that your risk, like you were open to taking risk. That is very important.
Very
to
important.
be an entrepreneur, right? So that helped you, and also some sort of family support is important, because if you have kids or family or someone dependent on you, then you
Yes.
need some support
system,
from your
yes.
spouse or your partner
Yes.
to help you go through that transition time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that helped me. Secondly, I can say that I am a very people person, and that's also a big strength which helped me grow as an entrepreneur.
Okay. All right.
So the reason I can say this is that I had formed great relationships throughout my career here, and with all my staff, my teachers, directors, they were with me now. Even if they have moved on, we are still in touch. The families that were attached with our centers, those families are still in touch with me.
Yeah.
So I have always formed great relationships. I feel that especially when you are an entrepreneur, and with me being a preschool owners, where the kids are involved, it's not only you are doing the business for money.
Yeah.
You are doing this business because you are passionate about it.
You love the job.
You love
it.
you love those kids. See, now initially I used to be in the classrooms. Now I don't. Over the last many years, I have great staff to take care of the everything day-to-day operations. But I still, when I walk into the classrooms, I know all the kids' names. I know all the kids' names. We have few centers. Still, wherever I go, I know their names, and I can see that the kids look forward to come and hug me. They are calling me from different directions, and they hug me. They tell me about their day, what are they wearing. So I can see. And I feel that is a big strength. You are not doing any business, especially the kids' business, if you are not passionate about it. So you have to come to their level.
Okay.
You have to, and that's what I feel I am. And I feel very proud of it, that anything I do, I'm doing it happily. And I will always say to all those who want to learn and who want to grow, they must do something which they love to do. Then only you can grow in it.
Yes. So I got 3 points from you. First is risk taking. Second is support. Some support has to be there.
Yes.
And the third one is loving what you're doing.
Being passionate
about it. That is, which one do you think is the most important? Are they all equally important?
All are equally important. They all have to be simultaneously, inclined with you to do something and grow in it.
Okay.
Another thing I feel very important is the time management.
Okay.
Because I hear all the time that we don't have time. But I think managing time is all in our hands.
Okay.
And if I can manage time well, I can achieve everything.
So how do you do it? What strategies do you have for that?
Strategies, for sure. Every day morning, whenever I'm up, I make sure I have my to-do list.
Okay.
And if I have my to-do list in front of me, and I get so excited when I do done.
Okay.
That's the first thing. I feel that make your priorities. Some days there is a priority, your family is your priority. Maybe my work is not a priority someday, which is totally fine.
Possible, yeah.
And which is acceptable also.
Yeah.
I am running a business, but if I'm not able to prioritize my family, then what's the point of helping outsiders, and if I'm not able to help my own family? Correct?
Yeah.
So prioritizing your family or your work or your social circle or your own self.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So I make my to-do lists. If on that day priority is myself, it's myself.
Yes. Yeah.
So with this strategy, I have been able to, I think, achieve most of my goals.
Okay.
Be it professionally, be it my family, be my personal level.
Yeah.
If I have to learn something, or if I have to help my family, or if I have to grow in my profession, I think being punctual, another thing is my very big strength.
So time management strategies could be punctual.
Be punctual, write your to-do lists.
Okay.
And prioritize.
Okay.
To-do lists can be like 10, but what are the priorities among those 10?
Okay.
Always prioritize. I am sure we will be able to achieve most of the things if we know in our heart, in our mind, that this is what is important for me today.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Any challenges, Jyotika, you remember? Like, do you want to discuss any challenges, like in starting on being an entrepreneur?
Yeah. See, Every business will come with a challenge. There are, see, when I started my business, Sanjana, there were, if I'm talking about my own business
Yeah.
first, there were very few childcare centers at that time. Also, if you just see about 10 to 12 years ago, let's say 12 years ago,
Yeah.
there were very few childcare centers. Now we know that there are so many.
Yeah.
But when I started, um, I I was also it was challenging just to understand the business, how to start a business in USA.
Yeah.
It's not like in back home in India where everything can be done so easily.
Yeah.
But here everything has to go through a process,
licensing and everything.
licensing. So it's just to understand that took me a lot of time. I also did thought of taking some kind of franchise. I was told by few that it will become little easier.
Okay.
Right? If I have taken a franchise that way, they tell you the entire system.
formula
and
is there and just-
there is somebody holding your hands and taking you forward. I did think about that, but then I am like I know there are it has their own some points which I don't know what word I should use.
Like some parameters that you have to
Right, I
work
have
around.
to follow just those, and I
Yeah.
can't do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have to follow their system.
100%, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So, as I said, I'm a person who is always ready to take risks. I said, no, I have to do something what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's where I learned the system. The state has their own processes here, and
Okay.
the city has its own processes here, which
Okay.
I had to go through. I had to what I can say is that it's a very tough process.
Okay. So like
It's-
licensing and then city
City
and
city
stuff.
licenses all separate.
Okay.
Then zonings are separate.
Okay.
So I had to understand many systems before I was ready to jump in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you have made up your mind that this is what I want to do, I think it's a little lengthier process in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it falls in place. Things will don't back out. At some point.
Yeah.
It is hard, but then it keeps becoming easier.
Once you understand.
Once
the
you
process.
understand, once you understand, you hire the right people, you hire the right architects, professionals, who can help you around. And then if you are going through a system, actually the system is made to help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But not being from this country, it looks little tough for us in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then you understand, and now for me, opening many centers around, it became very easy to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, there are challenges. Another challenges are, finding the right people.
The staff, right?
The staff, the right people to work with you. Their philosophy should be
Yeah.
the same as your philosophy. Again, as I said, I'm not running this just for the money. I'm doing it mainly because I love it.
Yeah.
So I want the people who join me also should be of the same passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And luckily, I found that also. So if you are on the
because
right,
you have the you have so much passion in you, about
Right,
it. So
right.
the right people get
attracted
to that too, right?
Yeah, actually, yes. I found all the right people, and as I said, that I never find anything wrong in anything. I was never micromanaging also. When I was hiring a right person, when I'm paying that person well, then why should I doubt that person's work, right?
Yeah.
So I was never micromanaging them, and that gave them a very positive place to work because they felt confident to work with me,
Then you are trusting them.
that I am trusting them, and that helped my business to grow very well.
Okay. All
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so though I am the owner, but if you hire a right right people around you,
Yeah.
then that's the benefit of me growing more, right? I
Yeah.
can open at one place, find right people, and then I can grow
You
more.
can grow more. Yeah.
Right? If I have to micromanage somebody, then what's the point?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Then you would have to be everywhere, which
Then
and
I
it's hard
have
to grow then, right?
Right? Yeah. And then they will also not
They
grow,
will also.
and then their capabilities will not be shown
Yeah.
if I am micromanaging them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did that, and that helped a lot.
Okay.
So I feel that is also one of my good strength, which and to till date I am very good friends with all my directors who have worked with me.
Okay.
Very few though are, they
Yeah.
never leave me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I am still
sometimes there are
in
family reasons or something
Yeah.
to move. Yeah.
So I am still in great relationships with them.
So basically, creating a positive environment helped you, and
Helped
that could
me.
be any
And that's
entrepreneurship,
what,
right?
anywhere, yes.
Yeah. So creating and trusting people so that you can delegate them
Correct.
to do the work that your vision is
Right.
basically followed
Right.
through, right?
Right.
So yeah, so really valid, great points, Jyotika, you shared, and women should be doing entrepreneurship businesses, and I know there is a lot of risk taking, which is
Yeah.
which is there, yeah,
Which is there, Sanjana. I feel risk taking is a part of it.
it's a part of
It's just a part of it. If you love something, if you like something, you just make sure if your family is supporting you.
Yeah.
I think risks. It's not as hard.
and loving what you do.
Yes, that's
if you're
important.
passionate, then everything else would kind of fall into
Everything.
place, right?
Yes, everything
Yeah.
will fall in place. You must have a family support. I feel that is very important. Just discuss with your spouse, partner. See, if you love it, you want to do it.
Yeah.
And if they are supporting you, just go out, find the ways to, make sure that it's there for you and you are able to handle everything. I think women are very strong. They can take care of many things. We are multitaskers, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that all women have that capability of multitasking,
yeah.
organizational skills, everything.
Yeah.
Everything is important, but I feel you have the I will always say that every woman have the capabilities of doing many things. It's just that they have to just evolve a little bit, communicate and open up about their feelings, and then do it.
Yeah.
Most of the time we don't say what we want to do. We just keep doing which we feel is how everybody is doing.
Yeah.
But it's okay to say what you want to do.
If you have a vision, then and if someone really wants to do something, then share with your family members that this is my vision, and see if they can help you out a little bit.
Yes,
especially with a growing family, if you need support, right?
Share with your family, share with your friends.
Yeah.
More you talk about it, it will turn into a reality.
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't speak, it won't. It will always be okay. It's like a dream.
It's like a dream.
But when you speak about it, it start to become a reality.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. So more you talk about it, more you will want to do it, and you will find a way to do it then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So basically implementing the mental plan that you make and discussing it and getting family inputs of friends inputs on that is also important.
Very important.
There's nothing wrong with sharing ideas and getting inputs also. Right.
It can be anything, it can be anything which you might feel, oh my God, I can't do it. What will my friends feel about it? But who cares? If you want to do it, at some point you should, and that will only happen if you will talk about it.
Yeah. I also feel like the main thing that's important is your own your own passion.
Passion.
Because if you have passion, you're going to talk about it. If you have
Yes.
passion, you're going to make your family help you.
Exactly.
Right?
That's, so
Yeah,
passion,
somehow
yeah.
family, you have to like, what do you call it?
Maneuver
negotiate.
and
Okay, I'm
maneuver
good with
towards
it.
that. Yes. Yeah, right. You are right.
There is-
Negotiate them with them. Yes.
Because sometimes you can say, I can do 2 days, you can do 2 days, or
Correct,
something like,
correct. Yeah.
some arrangement has to be done for the kiddos, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the kids will grow up and
Yeah.
go away, then you are left alone. Right? Right?
So having your own passion,
Yes.
I think that's kind of the center. Because the same passion is letting you take the risk. Same
Yes.
passion is letting you getting support.
Yes.
Same passion is you're allocating responsibility to other people,
Other
so you
people.
have more time to expand.
Expand.
Right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's all about that
Yeah.
core is
your
that
love
passion.
and passion.
Passion.
Yes.
And if you have the passion, then what you are
Yes.
saying is just do it.
Just do it. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It might take time. It might
Yeah.
start at some, you might think, okay, is it a right time? Every time is right. It might delay a little bit, but it will happen.
It will happen.
Yes.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you, Jyotika, for joining me today.
Of
That
course.
is very informative. And I know whoever is going to watch it is going to learn from it. And
I hope so. I
it's
hope
it's
so.
good to have good women entrepreneurs, so that more younger girls can start their own businesses
Right.
and be on their own and
Right.
become financially independent, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining me.
Most
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you.
If you wanna talk about anything at all, then you know who to call. Just tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Just tell Sanjana.